large contract after large contract coming in from the NBA. We've got another one out of Portland this time. They take the initiative and extend their breakout star guard, Anfernee Simons, from this past season. He's got himself a bag. He's getting 4 years, $100 million. What does that mean for the organization, and what does that mean for him as a player?
First off, I love Anthony Simons. I always thought coming out of he went to IMG, I believe.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, coming out of IMG, going straight to the league was risky for anybody ever, unless you're LeBron. Like it's and he kind of set the wave for like some players coming out of high school because he was like the first one in the recent era to be like, nah, I don't need to go play in college. I'm nice now. And it took him a few years, but it took them when the Blazers had literally zero starters playing to shine, and that's all he needed, I guess. Props to him. He hooped. He was a baller when he was healthy. But I 25 mil a year though. That's I don't know, man. I mean, he's had one good season, one. And you got Dame, I think's on a supermax or some sort of max contract. I just don't know how they expect to get the KDs if they're paying their backup point guard 25 a year. Like I don't know
I think
how
they're expecting Simons and Dame to play together.
I mean, I personally would have him come off the bench just because that was his role. But he would be like a Tyler Hero guy. He'd be playing late game situations with Dame. I that's just me. If he starts, cool, but I don't know why they started him. He's shorter than Dame. They need a two guard. I don't even know who their two guard is right now because they don't have Norman Powell. And I mean, I'm just confused on paying him 25 mil a year and wanting to compete because as good as he was last year, has he necessarily played well enough to earn that 25 mil a year? Maybe, but he did it for one season. So, like I said, I don't think we've had a big enough sample size to be like, that is a great contract for him. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, so I like it for him, but the reason I don't like it in general is so now Colin Sexton is looking at that contract and going, wow, if Anfernee Simons is making 25 mil a year, I think I should be able to make 25 mil a year. And so now, as a Cavs fan perspective, now it's going to make it harder on those kind of negotiations between Colin Sexton's camp and Cleveland as to trying to hammer out a deal for him to come back or to come back and then get traded in a sign and trade. So it's going to be interesting.
I don't know what's going on with pro sports and all these mid players thinking they deserve like 30 mil a year. Yeah. Like, bro, just take what you're getting, bro. You're making millions regardless. So if I was in the NBA, bro, I would 100% take a pay cut to go play with Steph Curry or LeBron and try to win a ring. Come on now. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? You're sitting here on a team that's going to be bottom 5 in the West, I think, because they still don't have they're not going to get KD, let's be real. Now they're paying him 25 million a year, they're not going to get another superstar to pair a Dame. They're just not. So that team is not going to be great. They could be good, but they won't be great.
Oh, and their two guard, by the way, is Shaedon Sharpe.
Okay. He hasn't played a college or NBA game yet. So like I said, they're paying there's some teams that overpay sometimes, and the Blazers are one of them apparently. So I hope Anfernee Simons just shuts me up and becomes as good as Dame, because then that would make my day because I like the kid. But it's too much money for him at this point in his career.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so we're going to wrap that one up, and once again, stay tuned for more clips to come.